If you've invested in rental properties, you know that time is money and sifting through deals can eat up plenty of both. That's why experienced investors like myself rely on simple screening tools to cut through the noise. One of the most effective? The 50% rule. It's fast, easy, and can save you hours of wasted research. So, what exactly is the 50% rule? Here's the breakdown. When you're looking at a potential rental property, whether it's a single-family home or a multifamily building, assume that about 50% of the gross rental income will go to operating expenses. That's everything from property taxes and insurance to repairs and property management. Mortgage not included. Here's how it works. Take the total monthly gross rental income and cut it in half. That's your ballpark estimate for monthly operating costs. For example, if a building brings in $6,100 a month, expect about $3,050 of that to go out the door before you even think about your mortgage. So, what makes the 50% rule so useful? First, speed. If you're evaluating a pile of deals, this rule lets you filter out the obvious losers in seconds. Second, it sets realistic expectations about expenses. If a property's actual expenses are way over 50%, that's a red flag that deserves a closer look. Third, it helps you estimate cash flow quickly so you're not wasting time on deals that don't pencil out. But let's be clear, it's not perfect. The 50% rule is a generalization. It doesn't capture the nuances of every property. Newer buildings or properties in certain markets might have lower costs. Older properties or tough neighborhoods, higher ones. And remember, this rule ignores the mortgage altogether, which you'll need to factor in separately. It also doesn't explicitly budget for vacancies or big one-off expenses like a new roof, even if it's conservative enough to cushion for some of that. Let's walk through a real example. Say I'm looking at a 5-unit multifamily property. The units bring in $1,200, $1,150, $1,300, $1,250, and $1,200 per month, totaling $6,100 in gross monthly rent. Using the 50% rule, I estimate $3,050 in expenses. That leaves $3,050 to cover my mortgage. If my mortgage payment is $2,500, that's a quick estimate of $550 a month in potential positive cash flow. Bottom line, the 50% rule is a fantastic starting point for screening rental properties and focusing your energy where it matters. It helps you weed out deals that just aren't worth your time, but don't stop there. Once a property passes this filter, dive into the details, analyze actual income, expenses, vacancy rates, capital expenditures, and get precise mortgage quotes. Use the 50% rule as your first filter, not your final decision maker.